Hello and welcome to the IndieSpectrum podcast with me, Snowy's Gaming, and
Josh
Josh
from Gaming FTL. Hello, everyone.
from Gaming FTL. This is the Indie Gaming podcast where we talk about indie gaming news and some other news that has interested us throughout the week and just general chit chat. And normally we have a special guest. Well, when I say normally,
I mean,
next time.
For something to be normal, you need to have it happen more often than not. And we've had 2 podcasts now. This is the second one, and neither of them have had
Episode
a special
2,
guest, so.
the sequel.
Yeah,
Prob-
internet high five, dude.
Ting! That's what happens when you internet high five. It makes a ting noise.
Nice.
Okay,
That's
so
special.
What games have you been playing this week, Josh?
Okay, I have been playing a butt ton of Risk of Rain. It's really quite good. I've been enjoying unlocking characters and finding out how they work more than anything else. It's not my favorite game in the world.
You see,
I have been enjoying it though. It's good fun.
You see, I would love to be saying that I've been enjoying unlocking characters, but my computer is rubbish. So for me to unlock characters is like I'd have to spend good 2 days on it at the moment. So I've been trying.
Is it just really slow?
Who knows, man? Who knows?
The noises say it all. I feel the.
Yes, that's what happens in my brain when I try and think of things. No, it is very slow, but it isn't. I don't know what it just doesn't work. Like half the keys at the moment don't work. And I've got a new keyboard, so it doesn't make any sense. So I'm getting a new keyboard. I'm getting a new computer for Christmas. That's
Merry
right.
Christmas.
You've heard it here first. Not on my channel. You're getting a new keyboard.
Yeah, literally just before this, we were like, hang on, I introduced it on Snowy's channel, so it's only right that he should introduce it when it goes up on mine. So that makes sense. Yeah.
This is what happens. Normally we will have a special guest, but the special guest is not here because this week's been hard.
Oh, yeah. Organising people on the internet is more difficult than normal because of time zones, and that's literally it. It's like you get someone in the right place at the right time, and then they're like, but hang on, it's like 2:00 in the morning in England, and then Snowy and I fall asleep at our keyboards.
That's what happened. literally what happened.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So you've been playing Risk of Rain. So have I.
I have, yes.
Not been doing well, but I've been playing it.
I've completed it on drizzle mode, which makes it sound very British, because we always talk about the weather. And I think that's what the game is about, isn't it? It's like
weather. It's a weather-based
British people
game.
sipping tea with their pinkies out, going, "Oh dear me, these monsters! Oh, it's rather wet outside." Oh, wow.
If anyone doesn't know about this game, it's a game where it rains and you have to forecast the rain. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, you have to judge the percentage risk of rain. It's basically a meteorology simulator.
Yes. No. Okay, before
with murder in it, monster murder.
Yeah, with monster murder. Before we put anyone off, it's a 2D kind of action
roguelike
sound scroller thingamabob things. Yes. So any other games except Risk of Rain this week?
You know what? I have been playing Gunpoint.
Gunpoint.
I got it ages ago, and I was like, well, I played some of the beta when it was like play testing and stuff, and I got the general gist of it. But for some reason, I installed it the other day and just started doing mission after mission, and it just didn't stop. I got really sucked into it, which was great. And so far, I am on the mission where you get lots of money. If anyone knows Gunpoint, it's the mission where you have to choose between 2 different versions of the same mission to get a different version of the story, without spoiling it. I don't want to spoil things. I don't want to be that guy.
Don't spoil things.
Because that guy's a douche.
I do like it. especially when you get hit out of the window.
I like knocking myself out with doors accidentally. What I did once was
In real life, or
uh well, yeah, both in the game and in real life. It's good fun,
I've done it.
going unconscious for a while and just chilling,
No,
No.
it's been one of
Um,
those days.
You know when you make a loop of stuff
Yeah.
and it just goes around in a circle? I did that with doors, so it kept on opening and closing, and I couldn't leave a room, and I couldn't figure out how to undo the wiring because I
Yeah.
just linked everything to everything to everything else.
Oh, that's the best thing about that game. You're just like, let's see how really crazy I can get this thing to go.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So, that's what you've been playing.
Yeah.
I've been playing a game that is like no other. It is called
Yeah.
called
That.
A Fist of Awesome. And with a title like that, you cannot go wrong. Fist of Awesome, if you don't know what Fist of Awesome is, it's just awesome. You are a redneck. I think you're a redneck anyway.
You're like a lumberjack.
You're
yeah.
a lumberjack kind of man. And you went for a party at your friend's house, and some bears come along. And
Suddenly bears.
Something happens in the world where time changes, and bears have become the predominant species. And
Yeah.
there are deer that are fighting bear battles for them, and you suddenly get this massive fist that decides to talk to you in strange, peculiar ways. It doesn't make any sense. It just tells you what's going on. And then there's one part in the game, it doesn't spoil anything, but you have to walk along the history of man from the bear's perspective. What on earth were they thinking? Most of them are like the best beard award, the best person getting drunk award. It was like, oh my god, this is so funny. I'm going to try. And one of the best things about this game is the guy that made this game completely made all the noises for the whole
Yep.
game.
I spoke to him about that, and he was like, yeah, all of my neighbors think I'm crazy now because I was just shouting like, "Hooah!" for like
Okay,
the...
I'm going to try and get some noises. So he made every noise in this game. That. That. Ouch. He made that noise as well.
Both of those noises.
That's my personal favourite, when he jumps in the air. So he goes,
Oh, the jump kick. It's actually a really, really amazingly designed 2D scrolling beat 'em up. I just love it so much.
yes, that's enough of making noises with a phone.
I love the deer. They just go crazy.
That's when
And
he runs at
they
you.
kind of spin their arms and run at you like really derpy deer. It's awesome.
So I've been playing that. I've also been playing Risk of Rain. I went back into a Fist of Awesome because that doesn't need a keyboard. Fist of Awesome is an awesome game.
Yeah, is it on PC yet?
It's an alpha version of Fist of. It's only in Fist of Awesome alpha version at the moment.
Yeah,
But-
because it's primarily on like mobile phones, iOS devices like iPads and Android stuff. Because he wanted, because it's got really nice touch controls. Like you just put
Is it?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
I've got it on my Nexus 7 at the moment.
yeah.
It's just really, really awesome. Just putting your thumb anywhere on the thing, and it's got one of those invisible joysticks,
Oh yes.
if you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
you just put your thumb and drag it a little bit to go in any direction, and then on the right hand side of the screen you tap it in and like swipe in different directions to do a variety of moves, and it's got a really nice combo system.
Yeah,
Just because
because
it's so simple.
at the moment I'm just swiping everywhere and just trying to destroy these massive bears. That's what I'm doing at this moment in time.
Kicking intelligent dogs in the nuts and then throwing them into each other is probably one of my
Yes.
favourite things. Bit of fight.
Apart from that, I have been Doctor Who-y. That's pretty much what I've done.
Did you play the Google Doodle?
Yes, I did play the Google Doodle. People don't know what the Google Doodle was. It was like this kind of weird little game for Doctor Who fans where you had to dodge Daleks while being the different doctors and having to collect the Google sign. It was very fun. I didn't get the whole way through it because I kind of got bored. And I had a look
It was fun though.
I had a look at Escape the Daleks again. That was a fun game. I played that for a bit. Do you know what Escape the Daleks is?
No.
Oh, it's a game that is based... Because my week has predominantly been based on Doctor Who themed things. It was a game made for the 7-day first person shooter. You had to make a game in 7 days that was a first person shooter. And you had to dodge...
I must have missed that then, because I did lots of videos on that.
Oh, you had to dodge Daleks that were multicoloured. I did a video on it on my channel at some point.
Awesome.
You have to dodge Daleks and like grab this kind of energy ball and take it back to your ship. I was useless at it. I've got slightly better now, but I'm still useless at it. So I played that all week, and that's been it. And I played a Fistful of Gun, but that's just regular occurrence now. It's just a regular occurrence.
Have you been able to play multiplayer? Because I know you have like housemates and stuff.
No, I have not been able to play multiplayer.
Your housemates are lame.
My housemates.
You have lame housemates.
Oh, they don't.
Tell them they're lame from me. I don't.
You're lame. I'm not sure if they can hear me.
They don't know who I am, but they're lame.
Yes.
So.
They're not into indie gaming like us too. Well, so that's pretty much been my week.
That sounds like a pretty good week. Apart from the bit where you screwed up your back.
Yes, I screwed up my back this weekend. That's why this podcast is probably coming out too late. Yeah, because I live a rock and roll lifestyle of playing sports.
I just got a message from Snowy like before we were supposed to record, and it was just like, hang on, I'm gonna find it and read it.
Okay.
He was like, hey, I'm going for a shower. And then later I was like, how was your shower? Are you ready for podcasting? He was like, hey, it was good, but my back is having trouble, so the sports therapist is going around and give me a massage. So how was your massage? Comfortable?
It was very comfortable. She's a very nice looking woman, but she probably is too old for me.
Oh, don't say that.
She's about 15 years older than me.
No, age is just experience. That's what you need.
That's probably the best thing. Yeah. We're not getting into my love life.
And now for the lecherous part of the podcast.
I'm single. Hi.
Hooray. Internet ladies.
The whole two of you. You know who I am.
That's not fair. There are at least 3.
Yeah. We'll give them that. There might be 3. Maybe even 4. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Maybe.
That's pretty much my week, except the back thing. Indian news. We'll get onto that.
Onto Indian news.
We'll get onto that point.
What have you seen the trailer for Towerfall Ascension?
If you don't know what Towerfall is, you leave the room now. No, it's an awesome.
Slap yourself on the wrist.
It's an awesome game that's coming out for PS4 and PC during 2014, and it is a very simple game. I don't know how to explain it. It's like Super Smash Bros.
Well, the thing is, it's simple, and yet it's not as simple as it seems, because there are like secret things that you can learn while you're playing it that you can only learn by making mistakes, and that's what I really enjoy about it.
Have you played it?
I have played it once. I was terrible at it, and I got multiple arrows embedded in my face, and I had a blast doing it.
So, if you don't know what Towerfall is, you're missing out. I am currently awaiting playing it with all my breath. You are this little man that it's a multiplayer game that you attack people with arrows and kill them. I
Yep.
think it's one-shot kill, isn't it?
Most of the time, it depends. I think there's a game mode where it's not one-shot kill or something like that.
Oh, pretty much.
Because there are like shields and things,
So,
power-ups. It's an arena-based 2D platforming competitive game, not unlike Smash Bros. But basically, you choose a character, and you get power-ups, and you have to try and avoid getting shot while not losing all your arrows to missing people and murdering everyone else.
Yes.
That's basically it.
that is the core game's mechanic. And it's coming out for PS4 and PC, so you don't have to just go and buy an Ouya for that, which what I was going to do. That's basically what I was going to do. In
I have a feeling.
early 2014.
Yeah, I have a feeling that game is what sold the Ouya to many people, and
It
it's
would have
just
sold it to me.
well. The thing is, it would have sold it to me as well if I wasn't so poor.
Yes. If I wasn't a student, god damn it, I would have had that game for ages. And I probably wouldn't have bought another game.
Yep.
That's pretty much my thing.
Which is a sad fact of life that the Ouya is
Ah,
kind of shaping up to be a bit of a failure.
I know. I
Hopefully, the game stick can overcome the same hurdles.
I was really hoping it was going to change. I didn't care about the mobile thing at the start. It's just the way they've gone about making the game. It's just the way they've done it. The
Yeah.
whole kind of the scandal with the Kickstarter.
Oh, the 50,000.
Yeah, that we're not
minimum
even going to
amount
get
of-
into. But it was stupid that they did it.
Yeah. And the way that they acted trying to like backpedal and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They just didn't act very. Basically, the main criticism leveled at them was that everything they did sounded like it came out of the arse end of a PR man, which,
Probably did.
yeah, unfortunately.
Um,
Anyway, let's move on.
let's move on
I
from
would
the
also like to
VR.
ask you if you have seen a different trailer for the FTL expansion.
I haven't actually. I did want to, but I've been saving myself for the right moment in time where I actually complete the game first. Because I can't even look at expansion without completing the game. That's just silly.
Well, the thing is, you don't have to have completed the game to get all the extra content, because it's like different events and stuff.
Yeah.
That's mostly what it is. From my perspective, that's what I'm looking forward to. I mean,
Well, it's just, it looks awesome. It sounds like an awesome kind of concept, what they're going to do. Just add more things.
for free as well.
Yes, for free.
And everyone has FTL. Everyone has that game.
If you're gaming, if you like indie games, you have FTL. It's so much.
You were going to say, "Hey, gaming FTL."
I was
weren't you?
going to say gaming FTL. It's like, if you like indie games, you are subscribed to gaming FTL.
Well, it's true, isn't it?
Yes.
If only. If only.
If only it was that simple. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. It just looks so awesome.
Mhm.
Another kind of trailer. We're not going to mention trailers all the time. It just happened. So happened that I remembered this trailer. The Binding of Isaac Rebirth that they're
I
doing.
haven't seen that one.
Oh, they're making a new Binding of Isaac for the PS4 and Vita. Don't
The
quote.
PS5. You heard it here first.
PS5, yes. PS5 coming out in 2020.
Do you reckon it will?
I would go and put a bet on it right now. I probably would. Because people get too kind of needy. You know the public are. Goddamn
Oh
public.
God, not the public.
Yes.
Ugh, the dirty, smelly public. Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon, yeah, it's coming out for PS4 and PS Vita, I think, and they're just adding new stuff. It's the whole game again, but they're adding like new items, and they're still putting like the glitches in. Did you ever play Binding of Isaac?
Oh, absolutely. I played way too much of it.
You know the glitches that used to happen accidentally?
No, I'm not very good at the games, so...
Okay. There were like weird little glitches that used to happen that weren't supposed to happen on purpose, but didn't really affect the game at all. They were funny. They were funny glitches, like his head used to float if you picked up these certain items. And the people used to do it all over the internet, and they're apparently keeping those in, which is cool.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yes. So the whole that and all that stuff's coming out. I don't know how much it's going to cost. So that's the trailers for this week's indie podcast. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Podcast.
The crowd is going wild.
Do you reckon we should do the podcast live?
Oh yeah. That would be awesome. Imagine doing the podcast live.
One person watching.
I would at least get
and not commenting in chat. Just doing it over Twitch and no one in chat.
Yeah.
That would be awkward.
We would do it. We would so get at least 4 people because I'd just log
and talk in chat ourselves. Just do the whole podcast by text.
Yeah. I would get like 4 of my friends' computers and just log them in on Twitch. It'd be fine.
Fair enough. Sounds good to me.
Yes,
Oh,
we'll
dear.
do it. Well, if we get a big enough following, we will do it. It will happen. It'll become a thing.
It will happen.
So, any other news that I can't remember?
I would very likely. My brain is melting. It's starting to get late here. I would like to ask you about Humble, because they've got a new Humble mobile bundle, which is awesome. It's got ridiculous fishing in it. That's awesome. Everyone go check that out. But have you bought a game from the Humble store yet?
I haven't. No. Well, I have.
Neither.
But ages ago. Well,
What?
when it didn't.
Did you use the Humble widget, or is it from the Humble store?
It was from the Humble widget. You know, the whole.
Because I'm trying to get my head around whether those two things are different. Because I know that the developers get more control over putting it on their website and things with the widget, and being on the Humble store is different because it's an actual storefront.
Well, it was like,
and there's a different percentage split of funds or something like that.
It was strange. I used to be able to. Most of the games that people used to send me were over the Humble Bundle. I don't know. I just got sent them Humble Bundle style. I didn't know what it was then, and then they created this store that I don't know, but I'm guessing you still can donate to charity, which is awesome.
A fixed 10%, I think it is, of all the proceeds goes straight to the charities that they choose. But unfortunately, you can't
Change it.
Change like the levels like you can with the Humble Bundle.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people have a problem with Penny Arcade's charity, Child's Play, just because of the way that Penny Arcade conduct themselves sometimes, which, you know, they're dicks. But basically, some people have problems with that, and they don't want to contribute to their charity, which is fair enough. I mean, it's not a dire cause compared to some other charities out there. So I think that's all right. But some people have a problem with that, and I don't know. It's kind of strange that having a Humble Bundle built on being able to change where your money goes, and then having a storefront where you can't do that is kind of it's just a missed opportunity, I think.
It just seemed like a missed opportunity. That I don't know. Maybe they'll do something about it at some point.
Well, yeah, I can't imagine they'll keep it as it is for too long. I mean, Steam's constantly changing, as is GOG, and all the stores have to like evolve.
Woo, Desura! Rock on!
Yeah. Hopefully Desura gets bigger at some point, because I hate the feeling that everyone kind of has it on their computer but never opens it, because that's what I do.
Yep, that's what I do too. It's got
Everyone
to. It's
go
got to the
and
point.
open up Desira
It's got
right
to the
now.
point where I might have forgotten the password to open my Desura.
Oh God.
So I'm gonna have to find the email address that I used for that.
Yeah.
Ah,
Everyone show Desira some love, because it is awesome.
go get Desura, download Desura. You know you want to.
And there are plenty of free games on there as well.
Yes, there are.
Like Data Jack.
There.
Go check. I'm not going to explain that one. Just go search it.
Okay. There were.
Owen, is there anything else you would like to talk about?
We were talking about the PS4 and the PS Vita and games coming to that as well. There will be, apparently, according to my awesome sources, a PS4 and PS Vita bundle, which means that you'll be able to play more indie games more of the time. Yeah.
That's okay in my books.
There was something else that I can't actually remember off the top of my head at this moment in time. Night in the Woods was successfully funded, which is probably... Well, it was definitely successfully funded because within 26 hours it was fully funded already. And it got 400%.
Oh, well, they were cutting it close then.
I know, they got
Like,
400% in 30 days. Cutting it to the line there.
Yeah.
It's a it's a 2D story kind of exploration game. It seems like most of the games on the Kickstarter seem to be exploration at the moment.
I love exploration.
Exploration and discovery. I do like them. And
They're good words.
and secrets.
Make good games.
Most that you discover secrets and that lot.
Also roguelike.
Roguelike. If you put a roguelike in front of any game, apparently it makes it better, according to everyone.
Yeah.
According to everyone. There's
Maybe.
Large. You find different characters along the way. You go and try and discover the characters and their own personalities. That's the word I was trying to find. Personalities before. You just seem to just wander about, but in the end, there seems to be this overlying kind of someone's watching you, kind of feel that something else is going on that you don't know about, and you try and find out what happens, which sounds awesome. I'm not sure if you can still pledge to it now, because you know some games you're allowed to pledge afterwards, after it's kind of...
That's normally with like PayPal and stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know. Just go and check out the Kickstarter, even though it's finished, and look out for A Night in the Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Any other games that you were going to mention?
I think that we're done. I can't think of any more games, so it's pretty much, yeah.
Yes. And
yeah.
before you go, before I'm going to ask you another question, because it seems to be a thing that happens at the end of every podcast.
Owen's Mysterious Questions.
Boop! That's how it's going to go. Owen's Mysterious. What is your favourite kind of music track from a game?
Don't know.
Don't know.
It sounds a lot like the noise I just made.
Sounds a lot like... Well, mine's...
I don't know.
Mine's either...
I love chiptune.
Mine's either, at the moment... what was that game we played at Eurogamer, where you had those flashy lights and you just had to press them randomly?
Tenyo One Your Teens.
That was a funny game. That had some funny noises going on in it. Yeah, the very, very weird noises. Risk of Rain's soundtrack I like, that you can go and buy on Bandcamp at the moment. And what was the other one? that I like. Hotline Miami, but everyone loves Hotline Miami's soundtrack.
It's good. It really is good.
Yes.
Oh my glob. We've been talking for like 30 minutes.
Oh my god. I did not
Oh my
know
god.
you watched Adventure
Owen.
Time.
Owen's so hot.
Oh
Like,
my god.
do you want to plug your YouTube channel or something?
Go and watch my YouTube channel.
What were those noises you just
I don't know.
made?
Go watch my YouTube channel. Blah. This is the worst.
Derp-a-derp-derp.
This is the worst Lumpy Space Princess version ever in the history of ever.
Good.
Yes. So
Well, we need a worst so we can have the
go
best.
and subscribe to Snowy's Gaming and Gaming FTL because we're awesome.
Yeah.
And you know you want to come back and watch the next podcast that will have a special guest at some
Yes.
point. So
Yes.
I've been Snowy. Everyone that has watched this has been goddamn fantastic for watching this. And we will
Absolutely.
see you
Well done for persevering.
later. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye, 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 bye.